Hi, my name's Phil Winder, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a Mesos framework with just a configuration file. This might sound quite fantastical, and in our experience writing Mesos frameworks can be quite difficult. One of the main reasons for this is that it contains a lot of boilerplate code that you really shouldn't have to write. We've created a couple of projects which aims to remove this boilerplate so that you can just pass a configuration file telling the framework what application you want to run and how you want to run it. Just to recap, we've got two projects. One project is called Spring Boot Starter for Mesos, or Mesos-Starter for short. This is a Spring Boot extension which packages all of that boilerplate code. We've also got Mesos-Framework, which is a wrapper of that project and provides a binary or a Docker container so that you can run the application with your properties file to create a framework. And this is what I'm going to show you how to do today. So I'm going to do this demo on Mini Mesos. So I'm going to create a cluster, number of agents 3, and whilst that's creating my cluster, I'm just going to show you the code. So if you haven't come across Marathon before, it's a simple orchestration tool for Mesos, and I'm telling it to run a command and download some files. So the files I'm downloading are the Mesos Framework jar, so this is the binary that contains all of the boilerplate code, and also the properties file that I'm going to show you in a second. The command I'm running is basically a Java jar command, and I'm passing in the properties file and I'm injecting an IP address for Zookeeper. This is the properties file. We've got a couple of settings that are required. We've got the name of the framework and the name of the application, hello world. We've got Mesos settings with the Mesos master. I'm going to inject the Zookeeper settings. I'm going to specify the task resources, 0.1 CPU, 64 megs of RAM, 3 instances of our application, and this is the container that I'm going to run. I'm going to run training web app in bridge mode, and inside that container I'm going to run Python app. These settings can be defined in a YAML file like this, or they can be defined at the command line, with command line properties. They can even be environmental variables. So hopefully our cluster's created. Yes, I'm going to export some of these variables. Export Zookeeper. And finally, I'm going to send that I'm going to inject the Zookeeper variables, and I'm going to send our JSON to Marathon. Fantastic. So let's go across to the Mesos GUI, and you can see the application staging. So here we've got the sandbox, and you can see that the file is being downloaded, the Java file, and when that's finished, there you go, it's also downloaded the properties file. So that's now started. So if we go back to here, that scheduler will now start to run several tasks. There we go. And these tasks are our actual Docker images that we specified in the file. So when those 3 have all started, then we can go to one of those containers, and there you go, hello world. So what I've just done is created a Mesos framework in a matter of seconds with only a single configuration file. So note that there was no code involved at all. We can take any binary in any configuration, put it in a properties file, and instantly you've got a Mesos framework. So this is quite amazing. In the past, what we've had to do is write specific bespoke frameworks for every single application. So for example, there's a Cassandra framework, a Spark framework, and so on and so on and so on. Now, if you're just a user and you want to get your application in a framework, all you need to do is just pass a properties file showing you where the binary is, what you want to do with it, and bam, you're done. Hopefully this will lead to many more frameworks. Thanks. Bye-bye.